Okay, in this new activity, we are going to work with variables. Okay, variables are in this block of instructions. We can see there is no variable because it's something that we create if we need it, but they don't exist by default. So when we create a variable, for example, counter, it's very common to have them to count events. We create as well all the group of instructions. Okay. Variables can be visible or not, but I recommend to keep them visible till they work, and then we can choose to keep them visible or hide them. Okay, the thing is, this ball is going to be in the center of the screen, and these two other sprites will be hidden. This button will be shown as well, and each time we click the ball, it will bounce as a real ball. Okay, and when we stop clicking, the variable, each time we click the ball, the variable has to increase in 1 unit, and when we stop, we will press the button, and the button has to compare the number of clicks. Okay, so step by step. The first thing I have programmed all the 3 sprites to be hidden at the beginning, and everyone in the 0, 0 position. Okay, the bass, the bird, the parrot, and the ball a little bit higher. Okay, the parrot, I'm going to put it pointing in minus 19 degrees. Okay, minus 19. Okay, so this is okay. So when we click the green flag, boom, this is the initial position. The bass, the parrot, everyone is in 0, 0. Okay, so now we have to program the bounce of the ball. So we go here. When the sprite clicks, he goes here, for example, glide in 1 second to x0 and minus 50, for example. Okay, he stops there and he goes back, he glides, he waits for a while, little while, 0.2, for example, 0.2, and he goes back to the initial position. Okay, so for example, it's a bit slow, so instead of 1 second, half a second and half a second, and a little bit more, minus 100. Okay, let's see. Okay, less time. Okay, more or less. Okay, now each time we click the ball, the variable has to increase. So each time we click, we have these 2 options, set or change. Set fixes the value of the variable, and this changes the variable. It adds, okay, by 1 or by 2 or by 1, the value we want. So this is the instruction we desire. Okay, at the very beginning, the variable has to begin in 0 every time, and each time we click the ball increases in 1 unit the variable. Okay, so when we click, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so at this time, when we click the button has to compare the value of the variable. If it's, for example, if it's bigger than 5, the bat appears and flies. If it's equal or less than 5, the parrot appears and flies in this direction. So we go to the button and we see when the button clicks, we have to compare the value of this variable. So we have to go to operators, to the control, and we have to choose an if instruction, because we have 2 possibilities. If variable is bigger than 5, we have one option, else we have the other option. So we take this and we have to take this type of instructions. Okay, we can check that if we try to include this instruction, we cannot. Okay, and if we have this, it's perfect. So if variable counter is less than 5, the parrot appears. So how can we change, how can we make the parrot or the bat appear? With a message. Okay, it sends, for example, bat. Okay, and in other case we send parrot. Okay, now the bat appears only when it receives this message, and the parrot only appears when it receives parrot. Yes, this one will fly. Okay, will fly. So it will change the costumes. However, changing the costume and moving 10 or something, I don't know. Okay, and as usually waiting for a very small time because a bat is very quick. And the parrot exactly the same. Okay, well, first when it receives bat, the first thing it has to do is to show. Okay, and this one is exactly the same. We have this option. We can duplicate this group of instructions and we slide it, boom, and here we can see we have the group of instructions. So we connect this, we delete this, and we have exactly the same. The problem is, well, it's not a problem. We have to check that 10 in positive is valid. They have to, well, it's pointing here, so okay, let's see. At this moment, when we press the button, the ball has to disappear. Okay, so the button has to send an additional message saying ball, for example, ball. And the ball, when it receives this message, it has to hide. Okay, and at the beginning it has to show. Okay, let's see if it works. When we click the green flag, the variable goes to 0. Everything is in the correct position, no parrot, no bat, and the ball changes the value. Okay, and here, for example, when the value of the variable is 4, if we press the button, we have it. Okay, we go back, everything goes to the initial position, so it works well. So we press the ball more times than 5 more, and if we press here, if everything goes well, the parrot appears. Okay, that's right.